It's like way deeper than I thought it was. I love that. You are a good person to be listening to Bad Religion with, because I'm going to have a lot more of these questions.
Good. I'm so glad. I'm having super fun with this.
Welcome to Dastardly Hamster, where we try to convert each other to our favorite bands. Mika has now liked 2 Bad Religion songs in a row, which she gave both 5 out of 5 ratings to. So I'm so excited to show her a 3rd song now. And if she likes this, I get to show her a one-off song, something unrelated. This song comes from their album, No Control. This album is sort of known for being a lot of quick, fast songs. It's also one of their most loved albums. I think you are going to feel it's a little bit different from what you just listened to, but I wanted to give you a large range of Bad Religion songs just to see what you like and what you don't like.
I'm expecting less singing. The previous 2 songs were fairly sing-songy by my standards and by what I would expect from punk. So I'm expecting more yelling.
Little bit. Little bit in the chorus, not in the verses though.
Christian, with your high and mighty Aaron, your action speaks so loud I can't hear a word you're saying. Hey sister, bleeding hard with all of your compassion, your labors do the hurt but can't assuage temptation. Hey man of science, with your perfect rules of measure, can you improve this place with the data that you gather? Hey mother mercy, can your lungs be improved forever? Is your fecundity a tremble or a treasure?
So I find the lyrics really, really interesting. The main thing that I'm getting out of this is all of these authority figures, kind of challenging them on whether they have a right to that authority and what has your authority really brought us or led to. Do you deserve for me to be listening to you?
And this is one of those songs that I struggle a bit with the lyrics. The last line, your labors soothe the herd, but can't assuage temptation. I don't know what that means. It sounds good.
Right. These first 2 lines are talking about religious figures, a brother and a sister being a nun. The labors of those religious figures, soothing the herd. They work to tell people that things are not too bad, God's looking out for you, but it doesn't actually stop people from desiring things and acting on those desires, which are sometimes things that the church tells people not to engage in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I love that break. I love what he was doing with his voice there, how it just goes off into this new piece and it feels very intense.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you like that. In the chorus, I won't say he's screaming, but he's definitely elevating his voice a lot more than he is in the verses.
It sounds like he's saying all of these things that people follow, whether it be religion or science or other things. I want to replace all of that. I want to conquer the world, and I want to make it in my own image and how I think it would make sense.
Yeah, I think you're right. Even the last line there with a quick wink on the eye and a God, you must be joking. The things he's talking about beforehand, on their own, sound okay. Promote equality in all my decisions, put an end to poverty and cleanliness and toil, right? But I think he's saying that this is sort of what every politician says, but he sort of has like a very negative view coming across here.
God, you must be joking. Diplomat, when you hold the aspirations, did you see your children cry when you left them at the station? Hey, moral soldier, you've got righteous proclamations, and precious stones to fuel your faulty conflagrations.
Diplomats have these lofty goals, think, oh, I'm the person that's going to be able to change things for the world, when, at least at home, they would definitely be able to make a difference. Whereas when they fly off into, other countries and stuff, are they really making a difference? And is it worth their own children's happiness for this idea of this hope to have a larger impact?
See, I've heard this song so many times, but having you explain it like that It's like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Mhm.
Look at this last line, and if you could help me understand this, I'd be very grateful.
Conflagration, I think, is something to do with fire. An extensive fire which destroys a great deal of land or property. I think I learned that word from Lamb of God. Righteous proclamations. They are a soldier. They are always in the right because they were carrying out the will of the state, and the state is always right, as we learned about in the song American Jesus.
Yeah.
Precious tomes. So a tome is a book, so like an
Okay.
encyclopedia is a tome. So I'm assuming that that is about the history books. So we got all this history of wars. And they use that as fuel, as a driving force and a justification to set the world on fire.
Wow, that's good. It's like way deeper than I thought it was. I love that. You are a good person to be listening to Bad Religion with, because I'm going to have a lot more of these questions.
Good. I'm so glad. I'm having super fun with this. The only word in here that confuses me is pulpy. I don't really know what pulpy means. Sensationalist or of poor quality or trashy. So as long as they can set the world on fire in an entertaining way and they can spin it the right way, then they are justified and they can refer to their history and righteousness to justify those actions.
That's such a good line.
Yeah, it's a great line. I love it.
And I wanna conquer the world, give all the idiots a brand new religion, put an end to poverty and cleanliness and toil, promote equality and all of my decisions. I want to conquer the world, expose the culprits and feed them to the children, do away with demolition and then I'll save the whales. We'll have peace on earth and global communion. I wanna conquer the world. I want to conquer the world. I wanna conquer the world. I want to conquer the world.
I love that at the end. Boop.
So what do you rate this song?
5 out of 5.
Holy shit, what? What? Oh my god. Okay, I'm really happy now because I gave you a wide range of Bad Religion songs. I went from No Control. No Control is 1989, and then American Jesus is 1993. Defense is 2002. So you got 3 decades now represented. Very different styles, and you like them all, which is great, which makes it easy for me to choose more Bad Religion songs in the future. I don't have to be like, well, this might be from a different era. You've pretty much said, okay, I'm okay with each era.
All of them had a lot of the elements that I like, almost nothing that I really didn't like. It's not like my favorite vocals, but for the most part, I didn't really have anything against them. I think that the vocalist is actually a pretty good singer compared to what I was kind of expecting for most of the punk bands that you're going to be showing me. It's not screaming. I prefer if there was screaming, but that's not what this band is. And therefore, I'm not going to hold that against them. Really love the lyrics. I love diving into the meaning. I love the guitar. I love the solos. I love a lot of what's going on with the drumming. That one little note at the end was humorous to me. So that increases my liking of the band overall.
That's funny.
Because I love comedy and my angry music. Yeah, I feel very energized by that. They have things to say. There are lyrics that I want to read again and hear again to see if I can get even more out of it.
Yeah, Greg Graffin is one of my favorite lyricists. I am also, by the way, gonna give this song a 5 out of 5. This song for me is just such a great combination of fast punk, but with elements that are a little bit more uncommon in punk rock, like 3 solos in one song. There's just not many punk songs that do that. So I really love that here. I think it's so interesting. It's so different. I like how the way he sings the verses is a little bit different from the way he sings the choruses. It stands the test of time, right? 1989. And this is still one of their most beloved songs. So yeah, I love it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like it to me, it could have been from, the late 90s, early 2000s when I was listening to this type of music.
Yeah.
I would have thought it was fresh then. I think it's fresh now. Evergreen messaging. I can see from the lyrics that someone in there is, university educated.
That's why he's a professor.
But I will say, just because someone is educated or very educated isn't necessarily the thing that makes them intelligent.
That is also true. But you have to respect the fact that he did that. He got his PhD while at the same time fronting such a world-renowned punk band for
Right.
44 years. Like, the guy put in a lot of work.
Yeah, typing on a tour bus, I'm sure must be difficult.
So do you feel you've started to be converted to Bad Religion now?
I might already be converted.
So for people watching, don't worry. We'll give her more in the future. But for now,
Yes.
because she did 3, that means we're going to do a different band for now. But we'll come back to Bad Religion.
That's it for us, Hamstars. Spin your wheels down to that subscribe button.
And give us a dastardly thumbs up.